Kristen Wiig and you were in the Groundlings, and you were in the Groundlings for 9 years.
Probably like 12. It's where I met Ben, my husband.
But isn't that crazy? Like for 12 years, that's almost like sometimes you're too long at the party, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like 12 years, you were probably getting discouraged, right? Because you want to get out of the Groundlings at some point and sort of get into something, a TV show or a film, right? I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I had a weird situation. I was doing a show that ran, like I got a show that ran for 7 years.
Right.
So I actually was working, but it wasn't in. I could never leave Groundlings because I wanted a live audience, and then it was kind of like, where will I wear my weird wigs?
Is it fun to be in the Groundlings?
I love it. I loved every minute of it.
So Kristen, because she knew you from the Groundlings, when she got the movie Bridesmaids, she said to you, "Why don't you come audition?"
Yeah, Annie Mumlo, who she wrote it with Kristen, that she actually called and said, "Will you come in tomorrow?" And I was like, oh, yeah.
And they send you the pages.
Send me the pages. I came in and I improvised with Kristen. So
it was improv. It wasn't the script that you did with her?
We did parts of the script, but I'd known Kristen we'd known each other for so long that once we would start the script and then either she would float or I would kind of float away. And then the next thing we're talking about Sex with a Dolphin. And Sex
with a Dolphin specifically, you went into some sort of bit where, and you probably didn't even have a plan, but you went into what it would be like to give a hand job to a dolphin, right?
No, I think I said something about gentle. I think it started with the cruise ship stuff that I'd taken a trip, and then we started improvising that I fell overboard, and I said I spent 45 minutes underwater, and she said, how is that possible? And I said something about like, the dolphin's hands were so soft. There was hand play.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say rape because it wasn't, because it was really, really horrible. And when I left, I wanted to like punch myself in the face.
Because you said like, where did that come from, right? You were like, I don't think about dolphins and fucking dolphins and hand jobs for dolphins.
Not generally.
No. It's sometimes when you go for anything that'll get a laugh.
And I swear Paul and Judd's face, it was not like the room was like, oh, this is awesome. I think it was more just like shock.
And so you get no feedback, right, after that audition?
They were super nice, but, right. I mean, it was so weird that I just thought...
It's like, okay, goodbye, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
How long
freak.
Is that audition? Thanks, freak. How long is that audition?
I don't know. Maybe I was in there 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes.
And when do you find out you get the movie Bridesmaid?
I think I found out the next day.
Oh,
I think.
And you were shocked?
I was, like, totally shocked. I was like, for the same part?
Yeah.
Or I thought it'd be like walking by with a tray, like, hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
right. Then after that, shut it.
But it was a defining part. I mean, it was it was belly laugh funny. And in most comedies, you don't really have hard laughs like that.
It's hard to get those laughs. I think that script kind of crushed it. And then they just cast her. I mean, everybody in it was really funny.
Your character's so bold and brassy in that movie. And yet the movie was written a whole different way. It was written that you were supposed to be meek and sort of sheepish, right?
I think I just read it wrong. I didn't.
It wasn't some brilliant move on your part?
No, I must have. For some reason, when I read it, that's what I saw.
Did you ad-lib a lot of scenes in that movie?
Yeah, we improvised a lot.
I heard that there was a scene in there that you ad-libbed, that you talked about a squirrel coming out of your vagina or something like that. Is that true?
It's really possible.
Yeah. You just let it go, right? And you leave it up to them to sort of...
You did so much you don't even remember.
I know, that's really sad.
You said a squirrel had burrowed into your vagina and was living inside of you. And they have it on film somewhere.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, which is equally disturbing that I wouldn't be like, I'll never forget saying that.
But I understand that you don't remember that. I mean, like, I go on the radio 4 hours a day. I don't remember a fucking thing I said after I leave. And then someone says, you said this. I say, I did. I don't even.
Because you're loose. I think it's like when you're loose and you just kind of say it. And
you're trying to please an audience.
Yeah, I think, especially in the character, it's like especially if you're just trying to get as much out, and that character was so overwhelming that she just talked and told weird, detailed stories, and they would take terrible turns.